Today I review Doctor Strange #1, Amazing Spider-Man #1, and Invincible Iron Man #1. Hello and welcome to the show with reviews. I'm Auram, and this week is the start of a new age for Marvel. Well, at least the next couple months are, anyway. The first round of all new, all different Marvel books launched this past Wednesday, so I'm going to be reviewing 3 of those. Oh, and no, you're not going crazy. I am releasing this on a Saturday. I was just feeling a little under the weather and just needed a day off yesterday. I'd been working a lot that week, so anyway, if you're watching it on the day that this is released, it is a Saturday, don't worry. Otherwise, let's get started. First up is Doctor Strange #1, written by Jason Aaron with art by Chris Bachalo. I loved this. This was the second all-new, all-different book I read, the first one being the .1 issue, and it is everything that I hoped for and then some. For one, the Doctor Strange in this book seems to be a perfect combination of Ultimate Strange and Mainstream Strange. For those uninitiated, Ultimate Strange is the son of Stephen Strange Sr., who was also a Sorcerer Supreme, and he's not the pro/really good Sorcerer Supreme dude that we see in 616. He's kinda in over his head all the time, and he's generally just not very experienced, and it creates some really cool, just character moments. I'm loving his personality in this book, and it really lends itself to the type of story that's being told here. It really looks like what they're going for is a book dedicated to the weirder side of Marvel, with Doc as our tour guide. All around, I loved this book. The writing was great, and the art just wasn't much to write home about, but it definitely all shows promise for the future. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man #1, written by Dan Slott with art by Giuseppe Camuncoli. This was pretty much exactly what I was expecting. Parker Industries has gone global, and with it, not much has really seemed to change quite yet. Really, the only big differences that I noticed between this book and the status quo of the Amazing Spider-Man world before Secret Wars is location changes, and I guess the new spider buggy. This is basically what the Amazing Spider-Man book would have become before Secret Wars, and I'm absolutely fine with that. Most of the time I prefer more street-level Spidey stories, like the entirety of Ultimate Spider-Man run, or the more recent Spiral story arc, but this one seems to be a happy medium between the two. We get all the Parker Industries stuff, but at the same time, Peter's story and personality aren't diminished in any way. I'm also pretty impressed with Dan Slott this time around. Towards the end of the last run of Amazing Spider-Man, I just was getting kind of tired of his writing. It was very campy and just made me grit my teeth a lot, but he definitely has seemed to up his game in this one. It just flows a lot nicer. I am very excited to see where this book goes, especially with that stinger at the end. And finally is Invincible Iron Man #1, written by Brian Michael Bendis with art by David Marquez. To quote myself from earlier, I loved this. Seriously, I have not had this much fun with a true Iron Man story since Matt Fraction's Invincible Iron Man, which, if I haven't drilled that into your heads enough, is my favorite comic book run of all time. Everything about this issue is beautiful. The art is gorgeous, the writing is perfect, the characters are exactly what they need to be, everything is just so well done here. I am falling quickly for this book, and it's definitely making me realize again why I love Tony Stark so much. Oh, and I totally see what Marvel meant when they said that this book is the flagship title for all new, all different Marvel, and kind of going forward from there. If you weren't convinced of that by the end of this issue, then you were definitely missing some pages or something. Oh, and I just wanted to quickly touch on the fact that a lot of people are saying that this book spoils Secret Wars, which it doesn't. It just makes the ending of Secret Wars more intriguing. It really doesn't spoil how the book ends, it just gives a hint as to how it ends, if that makes any sense. I just want this series to go on for as long as Ultimate Spider-Man did. It's high time that Tony Stark got the long-form ongoing he deserves. But that's it for this week. I am extremely excited for all new, all different Marvel. It started off with a bang and definitely doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. The only thing I'm worried about is that Marvel will announce a relaunch sometime soon for some reason. I just want to sit in somewhat of a normal for a while. Yes, I'm fine with events happening every year, but just let a series get to its 50th issue for Christ's sake. That all being said, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you thought of the pulls that you got this week, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. Next time I work for a 90-year-old super soldier just to get my Avenger status. Finally.